That's phone going.
Oh yeah, also time, wasn't it that with the light paint, I got some of it down on the paper and then I just mixed some water with it?
Yeah, you just mix some water. Mix a little bit of water with it. You can, if you really want it like really, really thin and watery, you can do it. Like you can do a bit of a water painting sort of thing. I've seen people really go really hard on that. It looks really good, but it's like very difficult. I haven't even attempted. Get up, piss off.
After notes.
Oh. Weave that through there. Ugh. Just that doesn't flat. Go. That. That going, so I can do that. Cool. Okay. Test. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. So I've done all the metal bits on this guy. So what I do is I paint over in silver, I do. And then I do the dry brushing with the gold, with the bronze color over the top. And I want to try something which I didn't try last time. I'm gonna also dry brush some black over the top of it, like it's charred, burnt. Try that before. I think it was this brush, yeah. I'm still finishing off the silver. That's the one that's fully done. That's the one that's partially done. So I've got these two left to do. He's done. touch them up to match the new scheme. Metallic bits with the metal paint. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My day was full on. I only got home at 7 o'clock. I did 7 o'clock. Yeah, and it's like 8:30. So I've only been home for an hour and a half. As soon as I got home, I had to cook dinner. So it's I only finished dinner about 10-15 minutes ago. Sorry, Cal, I cut you off. How was your day, Presto? What were you saying before, Cal? Sorry.
I do not remember.
You're saying about you accidentally did something and now it looks good. What was the accident?
No, it was just that the color just ended up being slightly different from what I was expecting, and like I actually was originally going to put the red on it, but I did that because the color was so weird.
Okay.
And that actually ended up being looking decent.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So what did you do today, Cal?
I went to TAFE.
Oh, cool, fun. How's TAFE? Fun?
It's okay. I favorite part is the fact that I was allowed to just listen to stuff while working.
Yeah. Today was result day for public exams. Oh. Hell, Presto's about the same age you are. He's doing like his HSC equivalent. He's just done his, getting the results.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. He's over in Hong Kong. He is. Okay, this brush is too frayed for that. I need the detail brush. I had like a messy brush that like it's all frayed and shit. I was just doing messy bits. It's getting too. How'd you go on your results, Presto? Did you get what you wanted? Did you not? Tell us. Where's the brush I was using last time? Alright. So to be honest, they're pretty good, better than even some of my predictions. Oof, that's good. Neat. Finish up that bit that I stopped. Problem with metal paint is it ruins your brushes, it does. Because there's a million little particles in it. Like break the bristles. So that's why, like, always get a dedicated paint for the metal, I find. Because you'll break it. And you don't want to break your good brushes on it. Honestly, I still have no idea why I did so well in certain subjects, because no matter how I calculate them, it doesn't match the previous year's correct results curves at all. But hey, multiple choice, you got like a 25% chance of getting it right. 1 in 4. I remember when I was doing my final exams, someone who knew they were going to get terrible results. The exams were held in the hall they were, my high school, like the big hall, and the person who knew they were going to get terrible results because they didn't want to do the test, they just turned on the industrial fans and blew all the papers all over the place. What ended up happening to that person was they were forced to clean up everything, and they got fucking. I think the school fined him because it's like a government, whatever the hell. So he got fined, had to clean up himself, and he still had to set the test. So that was pretty bright. Basically went from expecting an urban studies degree to a law degree. Ooh, fucking law degree. Ooh, fancy man. Fancy man. I couldn't do law. Because I actually have a soul. I can't in good conscience bullshit people. Lawyers do. Machine guns on the front. Turns out I'm not here to break any Asian study law stereotypes today. No one's breaking stereotypes today. I ran it. Halfway through this little bit I was. Because I painted up a little bit of this on the weekend I did when I was bored. Can't afford to be that original. So what model are you working on at the moment, Cal? What particular model of the boys?
Well, currently I am putting on a bit of glue onto my orc boys.
Yeah.
And currently I'm doing the rocket launcher.
Oh boy, what color are you doing the rocket launcher?
Well, I've already done the head, but all of the guns I'm just doing the same kind of blue patches kind of look.
Yep. Yep, to make it lucky. Lucky shooting. That's gonna be bronze, white, blue, blue, blue,
Yeah,
blue,
that's
blue.
kind of the whole reason
Yep.
why all the guns have blue on them, because, well, they're horrible shots. They themselves know that. They may be dumb, but not that dumb.
So they got an IQ slightly above room temperature, is what you're saying. They're not below room temperature; they're slightly above. Little. You know what some people have? They have like a little stand thing where they hold it, like, it clips onto the base and they hold it way back there. I don't like that. I like having, like, my fingers real close to it so I can get, oh, itty bitty bitty bitty. Be real close to it and break my neck in the process. Like, I swear my neck is doing an S shape at the moment. Under that armpit. That one? Yeah.
Put that blue on now.
What is this angle? What the hell is this? I gotta go. He's got these like loops connecting his gun to his like his back. But the angle I need to go in between those to get. Oh, I hate this. Did you know that in Hong Kong, to get into a university, the minimum requirements are to have at least a pass in Chinese and English, which to some people are like, hard as fuck. This year, 42% of all test takers met that requirement. Oof. I assume Chinese is like our English class, where it's not like speaking and reading. It's literacy. It's like it's like literacy and understanding like how like certain things are structured, like poetry and shit like that, poetries and plays and that fun stuff. It's reading, writing, and something called listening and integrated tasks. Yeah, yeah. It's the same as our English class. think it's like 480 or something at this point. The point where the author sometimes says, wait a fucking minute, this isn't even what I meant. I don't even have an answer for this because I never even thought about this much, man. Which is kind of concerning. Yeah, that's authorial intent. It's like, there's that famous, I don't know if it's famous, but there's that line where an author says, the sky is blue in the book. There's a passage. And the class turns it into, now why did he say the sky was blue? Is it because he was depressed? And this and that, and the author's like, it's just because it was a fucking blue sunny day. It's fucking, you're looking too much into it. Got this.
Do I have anything else? I have.
Stuck in the middle.
Wasn't that?
What did I get? Angle? Oh, what is this angle?
No, not that one.
I pose these to look cool. Like, this is how they're supposed to be posed. I got them like this. This is how they're supposed to be posed. Like that. So I got this one, this guy, he's pointing that way. This guy is pointing that way. And the guy in the middle is like stoic and he's standing like he's going straight. That's how they're like supposed to be posed. And it's making it real fucking difficult fitting under the armpits. Armpits are getting real annoying to do. So, I think finishing spelled correctly in the title. No, it was a typo. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just keeping that. Because if it's a typo and I don't finish shit, I'm technically not lying. It's not lying if it's a typo.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yes, it is. Shush. You'll find my lawyers will hold up finishing as not finishing. See this. I don't even know if I painted that. I gotta get more silver. Do I have more of this? Iron Warrior. This is like, I like this as a silver. I do because it's very. It's not shiny. It's like very. It's like real metal. It's like real metal. Like this used to be my old metal, bulk gun metal. They don't make this color anymore. I think this is actually an empty pot. This is the closest to this, actually. Is there anything in this? I probably haven't opened this in like a decade. Ooh. Ooh. It's a layer of hardened silver with some oil on the top. Sorry, I'm gonna say no, that's not usable. I got a bunch of old stuff. Here's another bolt gun metal. This one's even older. That one's just hardened silver. I'm just gonna. Oh! Fucking alcoholic fumes off that one. Oh, it was like fucking fumes came out of that one when I opened it. Oh! Don't open up paint pots that haven't been opened in like a decade. Fucking goes rancid. Yes, fucking. I took 3d6 poison damage. Fucking. Apparently, they used to get their paint made in France. I don't know why. Yeah, that's actually like toxic. Okay, there's another one here where that's happened before. This this one here, the brown. No, it's not the brown. It's which one? This one here. This one here. The Talan flesh. I tried to remake it into a usable product by like mixing some water into it, and it's like that's usable, but like, oh, that fucking smell is nostalgic because they had to change their ingredients because they were toxic. They did. That's the toxic smell. Because some fucking dipshit kid tried to drink it. So they had to change the recipe to be non-toxic.
How dare a child try to...
So this is the old toxic stuff. So it gives off a smell, which is like very nostalgic to me, because that's like all the old hobby shops smelt like this. They stunk of this toxic fucking paint.
Sounds lovely.
Wait. Well, they don't smell like that anymore, and it's like weird because it's like when I was a kid, every single one I went to smelled like that. And it's like, oh, it's nostalgic to me. Fucking poison is nostalgic. Today is also the perfect example of telling me that I go to a top tier secondary school. Dude next to me was telling me how he was going to fail and how he'd study or whatever, got his results high score in Chinese, and then now study global business at the University of Hong Kong. Best one. Okay, dude. Fucking hell, man. Silver. Little bit.
Next time I buy some paints, I'm definitely gonna try to find a different colour.
Yep. What colour do you need a better one of? It's a fucking parody song.
I thought that this like orangish brown would be good enough for like the pants and stuff.
What colour is it?
Like in kind of like a
No, what's the name of it? What's the name of the colour?
Deathclaw brown.
I've not heard that one. People over here love doing the I didn't study one bit, I'm gonna fail thing. Yeah. When I finished when I did my finals, high school, I was in the top, like, 30 in the state in mathematics. Fun fact. Like, I'm not even kidding, I was like in the top 30 or something like that in the entire state. Yeah, I'm a schmurt boy, and like all these equations and shit like that I memorize and all this sort of stuff. I've like used one of them ever since. It's like you really, that meme about when am I ever going to use this outside school? Yeah, it's really true. You'd use like a fraction of it. But like, I could have, if I wanted to, become a maths teacher. I don't know why the fuck I would torture myself at that, but I could have.
Because you love children.
You know, if you put an emphasis in the right words in that sentence, it makes me come off as a creep. But you love children. I like that cover. It turns like a death metal song into a classical Casablanca style. Like fucking how to describe it? Like, yeah, there's a very different styles. Craziest part about those better than expected results, by the way. So technically, I can study math, risk management, data science guy, which is wild because I've never even delved into maths one bit. Have any interest, lol. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maths is my favorite subject. I like mathematics. I wish I paid more attention in English because I use English stuff a lot more than I do mathematics. Like I really wish I focused more on English. Like I was average B plus A minus, which sounds pretty good, but like I was putting in like the bare minimum effort. Like I'm generally pretty good at English, but I was putting bare minimum effort, and to me bare minimum effort is like a B minus, is like a B plus A minus. If I really applied myself to it, I would have fucking got A plus all the way through. And I regret that I didn't do that.
Can you just lend me some of that talent? Because like B pluses is where I get at maximum effort.
Oh boy. Well,
So can you just
that literally what I do. Do you know what I did? When I was that bloody short story thing that I wrote up, I would just do that for fun. That's why I did that. I was like, oh, I haven't done this in years. I'm gonna do that. That's what I do for fun. I just write short stories for fun. That's how I got good at English. Just naturally good at it because I just did that shit for fun. I do educational stuff for fun. I am a nerd.
what kind of person does like educational stuff for fun? Except if it's like reading or something, because that's fun.
I'm one of those weirdos that watches videos on YouTube about how mathematics and stuff like that works. I watch those videos for fun. Like Stand Up Maths, love his content. He's literally just a guy who goes through mathematics. There's a bunch of YouTube channels like that I bloody watch. What have we got? We got Number File. Give me a second. No, I'm just going to check. What are the mathematics channels that I bloody? I got so many educational bloody channels I follow. Yes. Isn't it? Oh, this is in alphabetical. No, it is not in alphabetical order. Fantastic. So I can't find stuff that I want to really. That's also my second channel. Find the channels that I up to. So I have a second channel on my computer, so I can edit like the stream part, stuff like that. And I have my main one on my. Descriptions. I do another one. Makes medics videos. I really gotta like. I've never filtered out my subs. I just fucking got a million. But I have 500 subscriptions on YouTube because I don't filter any of them. I never unfollow, never unsub them unless they annoy me. Yeah, like Learning Curve. I watch Learning Curve. He does videos on like how planetoids form and shit like that, and quark matter and shit like that. This is like theoretical physics videos. First, I'm just trying to skim through here. I don't know. There's a fair few there. I can't find them. I'm scrolling through 500 subscriptions. I'm not gonna find them. I'm not gonna find them. The thing is, the maths here is so hard, and I really know a guy that loved math, was really good at it, and hated it by the end, but still had to do it. Obviously, he remained good at it, but he sort of did the maths. You know what I have in my bookcase? Fucking... my bookcase. Here we go. My year 11 Maths C class textbook. I got my Maths C textbook. Imaginary numbers. This textbook talks about imaginary numbers and shit. Which imaginary numbers are tangent at a right angle to the standard number line. Fucking... So you got the standard number line. 0 in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. What you have in is it not fucking imaginary numbers are tangent to that. So you got I, 2i, 3i, 4i, minus 1i, minus I, minus 2i, minus 3i. Fucking imaginary numbers. And how they actually function. Like, shit like that. I have a fucking textbook still for that stuff. That shit is fucking wild, man. And I love it.
You're weird.
I don't know where my year 12 one is. I don't know where that went. I don't know where that one went. I don't have it anymore. But I still got my year 11 one. Yeah. I like that sort of stuff. Who was the one I was working on? You were the one. Yeah, I generally like that sort of stuff. I do like the. Like how you like the woodworking and stuff like that. You like shop stuff.
Yeah. It's funny. I've always absolutely hated maths beyond belief. But despite that, if I was ever given the choice between doing maths work and English work, I would immediately pick maths work without a second thought.
I can do maths pretty easily. I can. For reference, this is the second hardest question in this year's maths exam. Ooh. Let me have a look. See. Okay. Let me
Sure, it takes a long time to learn, to understand, and figure out an equation, but as soon as you do, the rest becomes trivial.
Yeah.
But with English, it's just a constant level of difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the question, Presto? Oh boy. Here's the final hard one. Okay, but this starts off with a wall of text with no graph provided. Point P and Q are at coordinates 50, 0, and 30t. In this, that's the sort of questions we had as our final ones. We had, the final exam, what it was 6 questions. 6 fucking questions, and each question is an entire page of text. Can you imagine that, Cal? That's the final one. I'm gonna be honest, pretty much all my class just gave up on it and didn't even attempt to answer. Some people just wrote random numbers. There was only one other person besides myself who very much went into trying to answer them. I got 5 out of 6. He got 2 out of 6. I got the last one. I got the second last one is the one I fucked up on. In which t is greater than 0. Let the origin be... Let R be a point that Q is the median of the triangle OPR. Let G and H be the circumcenter and centroid of this triangle. I think this year was the hardest of all the previous years because of every single center of the triangles I was asked about. Oof. Yeah, because what they would do is they'd give a so you had 6 questions, and then you essentially had about 10 blank pages for working it out, of just drawing diagrams and shit. Like 10 or 12 pages of just blank paper, just for drawing diagrams to work it out. This is the goddamn solution, I guess. Oh boy, what's the solution? Yeah. That's what I was saying, yeah. So drawing diagrams, shit like that. Yes. This is the sort of stuff I did. This is literally the sort of stuff I did. Fuck me. You know the good thing about mathematics? Like I can read this, even though it's like Chinese. I can actually read this. Page crops off there. But he's got the angle. This is all positive numbers. So this is all disregarded, which is cropped off there. Somehow I got an A in maths by not attempting somehow. Yeah, essentially what those stupid difficult questions are for is if you answer them correctly, it's the equivalent of like an A++. That's the point of them. You'll get an A if you get everything else in the entire exam right. This stuff here is to pick out those special few that are like, fuck, this guy is good. RQ. Working out the angles. Drawing the line to find out, to turn into like right angles. Once you've got a right angle, you can work out the hypotenuse and shit like that. Yep. Out. Yep. Those two equal. Yep. We're trying to find the center of that triangle. Size, which makes those triangles equilateral. Isosceles, not equilateral. Equilateral is all 3 sides. Isosceles 2, but those parallel, which would yeah. Please turn that into a right angle there, so we can find the intersection point between the two. Yep. Same there. Essentially, all that his triangle questions break down to is just turning them, trying to figure out the easiest way to turn them into a right angle triangle. Because the second it's a right angle triangle, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. That's essentially what all these questions break down to. If it has to do with a triangle, it's just how quickly can I turn it into how easily can I turn it into a right angle triangle? That's essentially what they all break down into. Because you can work out anything with a right angle triangle. It's all fucking easy. Yeah, we also separate A like that, so it's just the user number. So A is 5, then you have 5 star, 5 star. Yeah, this is... I literally did a question like this, I did. I remember drawing the diagrams like that. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, what they did was, during that exam, they had 2 ending times, because once you're finished with the exam, you had to still sit there. You can't just wander off. They had 2 ending times. They had an ending time cut off at a certain time, and everyone that didn't want to keep working could leave. And that people that stayed are the one, essentially, if you're not attempting the difficult questions, you can leave. When that part came, and then you have like another hour to keep working on the difficult ones. When that time came up, everybody but 2 people left, myself and this other kid. Fuck me, that was insane. I think I got like all but 1 question correct in that entire exam. Although this paper wasn't even the hardest part this year. The multiple choice paper was the ultimate test, because they usually follow a pattern with like, oh, question 30 is always this topic and asked in this way. This year they said fuck all that and mixed the order up. They also changed the question types. Oh! No cheating for you, buddy boy. No fucking cheat for you. I need to drink water.
Well, they ended up kind of looking out terrible, but they're done.
You can keep working on them. You can always touch it up if you need to. It's only done when you say it's done. You can keep working on it, and working on it, and working on it. They come? Ups a past paper preparation down the drain. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey Cal, you know how I was saying about imaginary numbers? I can get you to make an imaginary number on your calculator, and it'll break your calculator. Okay? Get the calculator out on your phone.
It's very easy to break.
No, because the calculator literally can't work out this answer. The answer is I, which the calculator literally can't figure out. Do square root of negative literally any odd number. Square root of a negative odd number. I'll do error or something. They sneakily changed question types so that you wouldn't notice until you were like shit halfway through that it wasn't the old style. Also, it's 1 hour and 15. Got text gone too fast. Hour and 15 minutes for 50 questions. So, like, that's not a lot of time to say, well, redo time. Well, technically, my calculator can show in a specific mode, that is. Yeah, in some of the later years, you could bring a calculator to the exam. You could. Just because it's like the questions that that you're asking, the calculator can't work out, like the whole questions. So you have to break it down to individual pieces to work it out on a calculator, and that's more what they were trying to work out. Was your exam like that? Where you can bring a calculator because the calculator physically doesn't have the brain capacity to work it out. Like you can't punch in the whole question. I can't remember if my final one was like that. Yeah, definitely. I can't remember if my final one was. I don't think it was, but it might have. I know we weren't. I know we definitely weren't allowed graphics calculators. No, we definitely weren't allowed them. But just a regular calculator was provided, I think. But I might be wrong. There is a but to this. Ooh. What's the big but? Big but. Again, this weird angle. Programs are allowed but I decided you had to write a short story. You did. I decided to write a fucking fan fiction, and I'm a fucking idiot. And I should not have done that because they don't know what the fucking. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot when I did that. Stupid kid. I was a fucking 17-year-old kid, and I fucking wrote a fan fiction for the short story section. It's okay now that I'm an adult or in my free time. It's a fucking official thing I'm being graded on. No, don't fucking do that. Because they don't know the source material. They won't fucking read the source material. Oh, I was so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid for doing that. So that brought me down a fair bit.
That's really dumb.
Yeah. Well, in hindsight, it's extremely dumb.
Although it is kind of funny.
It is funny. I thought it was a really good fanfiction, to be fair. There's a fucking... It's such a fucking... It's so niche that it's like... Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, there was... You had to write 2 short stories. The first one I did a fan fiction. The second one I did a like a horror. I did like a horror story, like a body horror one, which I'm sure the readers, the judges really loved reading. I was inspired by the movie, The Thing. I'll just say that I was inspired by that movie. Now, have a guess what all 4 of these people have decided to study. I'm gonna assume something that pays really well. I'm gonna assume it pays real well. Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, basically all doctors, all not here to break any stereotypes once again. Oh boy. So yes, I was right. Something that pays stupid well.
So kind of a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm good with the painting I've done. I've double checked everything. I'm good with it. When and how do I put the grass and dirt on?
Okay. So, all dry. It's all good to go. So, get a really shitty brush that you will ruin.
Okay, I have some that
Like I use these things. These awful ones.
Big or small?
Big. See, that should be over here. I use this one. This one's fucking got broken. It literally snapped bristles.
Where are the bad ones?
You will destroy this brush. It's like you gotta designate a brush for this bit.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Like this will destroy it, and you will never be able to paint with it again. I don't know what the kid that was trying to get really good. I can't remember what the fuck he wanted to do. I don't remember his name. Ugh. I don't remember. Some medication at the time that fucked with my long-term memory. So there's like a lot of shit from that time that I genuinely don't remember. Remember bits and pieces, but bugger all. And the stuff that I do remember is a bit of a blur. Also, one thing to keep in mind about writing exams, I don't know if this applies in Australia, but here every marker is a teacher from a school that gets paid a couple bucks for every paper they mark. So a lot of them tend to read quickly. Also, marking are kind of really affected by just the subjectivity of humans. Like something as simple as he was tired and read something wrong is already enough to skew a grade. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. I think ours was the same. I think to avoid schools not like picking favourites, I think it was literally teachers grading it, but teachers from other schools had to grade it, just so they couldn't pick favorites and shit. Because even if you don't know who's that you're reading, there's also the fact of if you're a teacher, you tend to know someone's writing style. Like, I definitely have a writing style. I do. Like your what's the word for that? Prose. Your prose. That's a weird word, and makes me think like something completely different to what it actually is. Yeah, that's how it works here too. And they do have control margins. So, like if a teacher 1 and 2 gives significantly different grades, the oldest teacher in that exam room gives another grade that's final. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I find weird? I'm saying I was more like, yeah, most experiments, yeah. Um. This one, looking back now, I should have taken the advanced one. Fucking way more interesting. But like, there's a bunch of shit like that. I was like, damn. Shot myself in the foot long term. Like, I probably would have enjoyed the advanced one more. I would have. But yeah, I took the advanced ones of all my classes. I did that's the. But I remember, I helped one of my friends who was in the lower English, and he was like, because there was 3 tiers of the English. There was 3 tiers of maths and 3 tiers of the English. I took the top and the middle tier of maths because the top one was actually elective. You know, that's what it was. That's what it was. There was 2 required tiers. So there was the medium English and the low English, and then there was the medium maths and the low maths. I took the high and the medium for both of them because they taught different things. And yeah, that fucking I looked into the low English ones and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Or patisserie and cafe operations, which is truly aiming for some leaves. Jesus. Oof. Yeah, I was helping someone with some of my friends who was in the low English. He was, and I can understand why they have it because there's some people just so like not good at the subjects. It's like I had to basically every time I talk to them, I had to essentially explain to them the difference between the 3 different theirs and the difference between then and then and shit like that. Yeah, I understand why. It's just like if you're used to like the fucking high end stuff, it's like that. It comes a bit of a shock to you. It does.
And I've got a multitude of old brushes here.
When you say old brushes, are you talking like actual wall painting brushes?
I'm talking about paint brushes.
Okay, cool. Are they ones that you are okay to destroy essentially?
Yes, some of them are like 2-3 years old. Some of them are like over a decade old.
Okay, so get the essentially you want one with a flat head. You want a flat head one, big brush flat head one. Okay, you got the one you want.
Is a round one okay?
Pardon?
Is a round one okay?
Yeah.
Is round okay?
Flat like a fan shape is better, but that'll do. So essentially, what you want to do is get some PVA glue. Do you have PVA glue?
PVA glue?
Yeah, PVA glue, like wood glue. Like this shit.
I don't know.
You should have wood glue. Everyone's got wood glue in the house somewhere. And what you essentially do is you squirt a little bit on the base and you rub it around with the brush, and then you dunk the base in the container, and then you just tap it on the sides. Actually, no, wait. Before you do any of that, you stick the grass on first. You know what? Though. One of the main subjects is tourism and hospitality studies, which is normal in Hong Kong, but I heard in Macau, it's generally the only sought-after degree in university, because that is literally the entire economy of Macau. Yeah, isn't Macau like, all, like, casinos and stuff like that? Just from what I understand, it's like a very casino-heavy tourism. It's that is its entire industry, is tourism and casinos. It's Las Vegas, but not in America. Yeah. Thought so. second. Wait a fucking shit. I found a new bit that I'm gonna colour it. Actually, no, that's gonna be in the dark green. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the belt on these guys. I don't know what colour I'm gonna do with the belt. You found some PVA glue, Carl?
I'm putting the grass on.
Okay. Yep. Don't plaster it with the grass. You see what I mean? Those grass are really good. They're just stickers. There used to be old style grass, and that was terrible. Essentially, what you do is you just put a blob of glue on it, super glue, and you just have to pinch the grass and place it in. Oh, it was awful. I hated it. And it went everywhere. You had to manually place individual blades of grass. Fuck those. So yeah, the sticker ones are so good. Like this. It's one of the few rap songs that I know all the lyrics to. Like, I can actually sing this rap song. And I can keep up with the beat because it's a slow beat one. It's a slow beat rap song, so I can keep up with it. Ah, shit. Deep rest. I'm gonna skip this song. I hear this song so much. Discord, not Discord, Spotify really likes this song. That song as well. Those two songs, Spotify seems to fucking keep pushing in my face. I'm a little bit on the sick of listening to them side.
Okay, so I've got to get PVA glue.
Yep. Like how I'm doing weird angles that literally no one's ever going to see the model on. But I will. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that bit. No! Fuck! No! The wrong bit. Gotta touch that up. Fuck that up. Gotta touch a little, tiny little bitty drop of black. That up. Not watered down, but I need to cover up the fucking silver, which will stain through. That's why you don't do silver on silver first. Sleeve. I can pinch my sleeve when I did that. Dream.
Okay, I found PVA glue.
Cool. Put a little bit of that, a little pile of it in like the corner on the top of the base, and then you get the brush and you just spread it out as much as you can over it, so it's evenly thin over the top of it, so you should be able to still see it. Like it's thick enough that you can see it, but it's not like a blob. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
And then you just take the lid off the container thing you got, and you just dunk the model in.
The thing that I have put PVA glue isn't big enough to do that.
No, you dunk the model into the like the sand crap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Fucking dunk the model into the PVA glue. Oh shit.
That's why I was so confused.
No. I listened to a lot of counter-pop Hong Kong music recently. Been having a revival. Oh yeah. I assume that's pop, but in Cantonese. This is a pop song. Hip hop. It's a hip hop. Technically a hip. Actually, what the fuck genre is Melancholy Hill? It's so unique. I'm gonna say synth pop. I'm gonna say synth pop. Just a bit of a stretch as well. It's never gonna reach the glory days of the 80s where it literally took over the entirety of Southeast Asia, but it's way better than recent decades. Oh yeah. I listen to a whole range of music though. It's a lot. I listen to a lot of punk, rock, ska. I like ska. Ska is like infamous genre, but I like ska. Hong Kong was such a media powerhouse back in the 80s. Oh yeah. Not that I was alive back then, but I do know of how much of it was back then. That old. No, I'm not. I wasn't born in the fucking 80s. I'm not that old.
Oh yeah, you're born in the 60s.
Fucking. I'm not in my fucking. Born in the 60s, you're in your 60s. That's how long ago it was. Yeah, fuck. Like the classic kung fu martial arts movies. Oh yeah! Or the kung fu. What are a lot of those Jackie Chan movies? And there? In Hong Kong, the Jackie Chan ones? And the Bruce was it Bruce Lee. I remember if Bruce Lee did his in America or if he did them in China. I can't remember. I cannot remember. That was that.
Okay, that's one down.
There. Outside there. I gotta pinch the brush, it's gotten a bit. Ugh. So you do the models one at a time when you're doing the bases. You get them all done in one go with the bases. Per model. That makes sense?
Yep. Also, yeah, I understand how it destroys.
Yes! As soon as you're done with the brush, put in the water. Just let it soak in the water. Oh, these have gears on them. I've got to paint. No. To be fair, looking back now, it was really kind of because Hong Kong was like really developing rapidly, whilst a lot of other regions in the 70s, 80s were either striving for independence, focused on industrialization, so they didn't care for any cultural exports. Yeah. Yeah, there was also Hong Kong was run by the British at the time as well, so it's like it was a different country at the time. I'd consider it a different country at the time just because of how it all functioned. Because it wasn't up until the 90s. It was completely separate. There was no way that tiny little music film tech in Hong Kong be able to compete and take over otherwise. Yeah. Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie. It too far. Man. The Ziggy's band. You know what? I'm gonna do something different on one of these. I'm gonna do this guy. I'm gonna put in the grooves. I'm gonna put silver in the grooves. Because there's like, it's like he's driving a mech. I'm gonna put that in the fucking grooves. And also on the elbows. I'm doing it. I'm in an ahhing about it, but I'm doing it. I'm in an ahhing. I'm doing it. Fucking doing it, mate. Shown by how every goddamn stunt he was just done, and if he died, he died. Yeah. Yeah, those old fucking Jackie Chan movies, they're terrifying because those are real. There's no fucking stuntmen. That's all real. If he fucks it up, he's dead. Messiah. Nee. Yep. To be honest, Kung Fu movies aren't really my style of movies. I got a lot of friends that love them, but just not my sort of movie. I was going fucking he's a nerd. Like, I like dramas. To me, I like dramas. I like dramas and sci-fi stuff.
Dramas?
Yes. I like dramas where it's not mystery, what's the fucking word for it? It's not like fucking people bitching and moaning at each other for 2 hours straight. Not one of those shitty movies. But like where there's like intrigue, if that makes sense. Like there's an actual like hook to the story. Like there's a mystery, but it's not like a murder mystery, if that makes sense.
So drama movie with actual good drama.
Yes. There's actual like stakes behind it. Like my favorite movie is The Prestige. Love that movie. I've got it on fucking DVD here. Prestige. Favorite movie. Absolute favorite movie. It's essentially a story about two magicians, Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman, just trying to one-up each other. There's two stage magicians. They just one-up each other. And it just goes so off the rails. Fucking love it. So good. And they like one-up each other to such a like, what the fuck sort of extent. Really good. think the next marine models I'm gonna buy is scouts. I don't have enough scouts. I only have one unit of them. And it's like, they're not the best units, but they're very fluffy units. Like, they're very thematic. I need more thematic units. I mean, I already got a lot of thematic units, but like, I need, yeah. Yes, sir. The name of this artist is Goaty. I always realize it's the fucking Goatsy fucking bullshit. And it's got nothing to do with it, but the name is like. Don't look up Goatsy on Google if you don't know what it is. Don't look it up. Fucking. Actually, yes, do Cal, look up Goatsy.
Because of the fact that you told me not to search it up before, and now you are, that's made me worried.
Oh, okay. I'll just explain what it is. It's a picture of someone taking a photo of their ass, but they're spreading their butt cheeks.
Ew.
Yes, you. Fucking disgusting.
I can see why you didn't tell me to search it up at first.
Yeah. And then I said, yeah, do it, because I thought, it's funny.
Yeah, I also figured that part out.
One of there. So close to being done, but they got so many fucking little details. They take so long to do. Still got the fire on this guy to do, but I'm doing that entire section last.
Okay, so far this has been my least favourite part of the painting process.
What, the bases?
Yes.
The fun bit. Because when the base is done, that's the model done. You're done. 100% done.
It feels really tedious.
Really? I find the painting bit more tedious.
The painting?
The painting bit tedious.
I like it because, well, I can be very creative with it.
I'm just impatient as hell. Like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm done. Like that bit.
That's nice.
I'm very impatient. I don't, that's the one thing Dad always told me as a kid. Patience is a virtue. Oh, I don't have it. Hand me down.
You know, it was weird. Yeah, like, If I remember correctly, Shayna never really had much patience for fishing. And neither did you.
No. We're too impatient.
I was the only one that was patient enough to love fishing, yet I was the one that seemed to always catch the least amount of fish.
Sounds like a skill issue. I love that meme. Just call anything a skill issue. Oh, you can't do something right? Oh, skill issue. I gotta finish off that green on the coat. I don't like it. I tried it and kind of stuck with it till I run out of it. I'm gonna make them all black after I run out.
And the bases are now complete.
Oh yeah, model's done.
That means I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9?
Yes.
What about 10? What about 11? Didn't the box come with 11 models?
Look, I'm just as confused as you are, okay?
I'm gonna assume you didn't do all the models together.
Because, well, okay. Missing one of them makes sense because remember when I was painting the models, one of them I accidentally I somehow forgot because it'd be placed behind something, so that one being forgotten about and being missed. Understand, see it right there.
Can't see right there because I'm not there.
But now that you've said that, I'm wondering where is that 11th one?
Not yet. All the little reachy bits. Fuck. I can grab the shit brush now. Yay! I don't have to keep working with the fine detail one. I can just grab the shit one and just over the top of it. Then, once I've done this, I have done all the silver. The grey. It's more grey than silver. It is silver, but it's like a dark silver. On your drill. Your fucking industrial shredders. Imagine if you got your arm caught in that thing. Imagine if you got your hand caught, your finger caught in an industrial shredder.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do at that point? Do you try to pull your hand out and lose your finger, or do you just let it pull you in and die?
Can you even get out?
Your only option is just to pull back and pull your finger out, as in your finger stays in there and your hand comes out. Tear your own finger off is your only option there.
I mean, honestly, losing a finger is losing a hand.
But you'd have to do the force to pull your own finger off.
Oh god, that sounds...
Industrial shredders are scary, man. Like, holy shit. And like, you see people on YouTube, they're just, oh, just throw this all this shit in there. Like, fuck me, you are playing with fire there. Playing with fire. Once it falls in there, you never get it back. And it's like, oh my god. Industrial shredders are very scary things to me. Do these ones.
So, yeah, so tomorrow I might work on, Mosrog. Oh god, feels bad.
Oh, this brush is sprayed. This is why I'm doing this shit with it.
It's gonna take forever to do Mosrog.
Big models are easier. They're so much easier. If you've only got a little detail brush, they're annoying. But if you've got a big pixel brush where you can just do blanket colors, they're really good. I prefer doing big models. These models are the size of big models, but they got so much detail on them.
I'm back.
What? Where'd you go? I didn't even know you went.
Blackout.
Okay. I didn't even know you went.
Yeah, because I immediately turned on my mobile data the second that
Okay.
the light went out.
I didn't even notice. So are the lights currently off at your place? Working in the dark. That happened to me once when I was painting. It's just a blackout randomly. I was like, what? No! I finally set aside time to paint and a blackout.
It just came back on.
Okay.
Fix that at the moment. So I'm probably going to be running on mobile data for a while until the internet actually comes back on.
Oh, and you left. Oh, and you're back.
I'm back.
What happened there?
Oh no. Things are weird.
Probably your internet cut out for a second. Unless you're still on data. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, Alabama. Skies are so blue. Alabama.
Like, I'm still running on mobile data, and my place is one of the only places in town where you get good connection for like the entire property.
Oh, okay. This brush is completely fucked.
Signal in town. It's like, in most places in town, the best signal that you'll get is enough to make an emergency call.
Jeez. I didn't think it was that bad.
You remember when you came down and like it was like
I was on a shitty provider at the time. I was on a shitty provider.
Oh no, it's like that on all providers. Actually,
that's my
not
favorite.
all, but that's like the best.
Oh, that's my favorite song.
Give that
pain and the taste is like.
You step a single step out of town and you just have nothing.
My favourite song is playing. Her name in a background, she said Lola. Hello, hello, Lola. La 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 Lola. Sorry.
Yeah, like at like the school and the TAFE and stuff in the area, you got no signal at all.
Oh boy.
So an emergency happens. I guess someone's got to run now. Run to a police station.
Well, actually, 000 works on a different actual line. It doesn't actually 000 doesn't matter about if you've got no signal, because what 000 does is it's basically it's an emergency number. There's a couple of them, and what they do is they overwrite the satellite thing they do, so they can connect to any satellite to call.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's 000. It's same with 911 in America and 999 in the UK. That's their equivalents of 000. Pushed her away. Oh, down on my knees. Hurt me. Look. Oh, love. La la la. Oh, love. The fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Just heard a crashing sound.
It's just me closing the fridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a big crash.
I didn't slam it.
No, it just sounded like a big crash. This brush is so fucking frayed, man. I'm trying to do a messy bit, and it's struggling with that. It's that bad. Like, once I finish this bit, I'm throwing away this, get rid of this brush. Actually, no, this would be good at dry brushing. I might keep it for dry brushing. Certainly can't do this bit afterwards. Don't look the same. Like I'm fixing this brush up every 5 seconds. Ah, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Okay. Um. Okay. One thing that I'm not looking forward to is
I'm back. Sorry, I walked in. You were having a conversation with yourself.
Because I heard you talking in the background, so I thought you were back.
I said I gotta go grab my paint pot.
Yeah, but I could hear you talking in the background. I could.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do the blue next. The sole reason that words that the bronze is gonna be a bit weird and the blue is just a tiny little touch up on some wires. What is do? Oh, where's my dreadnought? Where is? Is that the same blue? Yep, LSD.
Kinda.
Yep.
I just looked at the time, and I'm just realizing. Well, I haven't taken a warning, so I should probably head off.
Yeah. Just wanna head off. You can...
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. A little bit of this. Not that. A little bit. I think that's stained. Gross. Vision. Okay. A little bit of it. Go. Okay. Just touch up some wires in the back. Some Irish. really good as cabling. I don't know. To me that looks good. To me, like, looks really good. I like blue and cabling. I believe I've completely done the outer cabling. That side, with the inner cabling on the water. With no cellmate. That cable was a lot easier to do. That one was a lot easier to do. Now the last cable, last tiny little itty bitty cable. Yeah. Little bit, little bit. Yours require you to paint in a very specific direction. Okay. This is awkward. So, 1, 2, 4 segments left on this one. And I got 2 more. The blue's going a hell of a lot quicker than the every other colour, though. That is a positive. Oh. No. The last. Fuck. Solid models, I'll give them that much. I don't think I've ever had a broken one so far. At all. Solid. And everything else breaking me. Variants. We want this guy done. Ah. Oh. And. You know, I'm gonna forget about it if I don't. Tiny little touch.